novels.
Who is it? Look out!
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Ned Buntline was a celebrated author of dime novel thrillers. He was also a friend and admirer of Wyatt Earp, to whom he presented the long-barreled Colt 45 known as the Buntline Special. But every time their paths crossed, Mr. Buntline got himself in trouble and dragged Wyatt into it.
Say, ain't you Mr. Ned Buntline?
Buntline? Never heard of the fellow.
Well, what might your name be?
Smith. Arnold Smith, sir. My good man, will you see that my luggage gets to the Cosmopolitan Hotel? Thank you.
Mr. Buntline.
And for me, there's only one author in the world to write my story. The king of the dime novels, Ned Buntline. I want to avenge my husband's death. I want to set tons of dynamite under Arizona territory and blow up the whole rotten mess.
And what an idea for a book. The Widow's Revenge. You like that for a title?
You think it would sell?
Sell. Like a mother-lode gold mine, my dear lady. First a book, and then magazine articles, then newspaper series. That is, providing you can document this expose. Because my readers demand authenticity.
I have my husband's records and ledgers. Names, dates, the amount of cash paid for graft, all the facts on the 10% ring.
Excellent, excellent. And then for contrast and drama, we'll tell your personal story. Against her wishes, she was the Queen of the Outlaws. Hey, that's not a bad title either.
Well...
of course, my dear lady, I realize that your personal life was above reproach. I'm merely suggesting that there might have been, temptations?
Yes. Yes, there were.
Of a romantic nature, perhaps? Well, I'll handle that delicately and with good taste, because Ned Buntline's heroines are often tempted, but they always fight for and preserve their good names.
I'm not worried about that.
Well, we'll start to work tomorrow morning, eh?
Oh, I'd rather talk business right now. How much will there be in this for me? Money.
Oh, yes, money, of course. Well, I was thinking in terms of $5,000.
Not enough. Not nearly enough for the risk I'm taking. Well, I know too much. If my husband's enemies find out what I'm doing, they'll gun me down. Oh, I'm terrified. Please, please take me to New York.
To New York? Oh, my dear lady. Oh, confound that waiter. Will you excuse me? I told you I was not to be disturbed.
Good evening. I'm Marshal Earp.
Good evening. I am Arnold Smith, sir. And this lady is my sister.
Ma'am?
May I ask the reason for this visit, sir?
Hello, Mr. Buntline.
Hello, Wyatt. Oh, dear.
And aren't you Mrs. Amy Jones?
What if I am?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Now, confound it, Wyatt. My meeting with this lady is legal and it's respectable, and I may remind you it's confidential.
Yes, we don't wish to be disturbed.
I'm sorry, but I won't be able to oblige. You'll have to come along with me.
You mean you're arresting me? On what grounds?
Giving false information to a police officer.
Just a moment. Pay him off and tell him nothing.
Pay Wyatt off? Wyatt Earp? This man is the quintessence of integrity and honor.
Well, let's not argue with Mrs. Jones. She's had men killed for less than that, Mr. Buntline. I'll see you later, Mrs. Jones.
Well, I'll see you later, too. I will not stand for this because this... And this novel she wants me to write about her husband will sell over 500,000 copies. I can see it on the stands now. The Queen of the Outlaws. An authentic story of Arizona's vicious 10% ring.
Well, how do you know it's authentic?
She has proof in writing. Her husband kept records.
There are no records. Thad Jones was too smart for that.
And why must you interfere? Here I am doing a public service, but oh no. You, my old friend, want to arrest me on some trumped-up nothing.
Mr. Buntline, please. You are not under arrest. I am just trying to help you.
I owe my readers that book, and they shall have it.
All right, go ahead and write it. You'll both be killed.
And I shall not be frightened, and I shall not be swerved, and I shall not... Killed, did you say?
Mr. Buntline, Thad Jones was murdered. He was shot from ambush by his own men. Now, if the 10% ring ever finds out that Mrs. Jones aims to expose him in a book, your book, well, it would happen just like that.
Oh, what? I'm trapped.
Trapped?
My publisher advanced me $10,000 on this book.
Well, give it back to him.
I've already spent it, and I'm in debt.
You haven't changed a bit, have you, Mr. Buntline? Look, you want to take my advice? Forget the whole thing. Leave town tonight and write yourself another novel.
Wyatt, you don't seem to understand. There's much more at stake than just a book. Why, from the first moment I saw Amy.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Wyatt, she's so alive. She's so exciting. She's the woman I've been waiting for all my life. And what's more important, she needs me. She's scared to death, Wyatt, and she wants me to take her to New York.
But the 10% gunman will follow her wherever she goes.
Nonsense. Once we're out of Arizona territory, we'll be safe.
Mr. Buntline, you keep on with this, you'll be safe, all right. 6 feet underground. Now, Mrs. Jones, I want the names and descriptions of the Tucson hoodlums that might be sent here to kill you, like they killed your husband.
You've no right to question me.
As long as you're here in Tombstone, it's my job to see that you don't get hurt.
But I'm not staying here. Mr. Buntline has taken me to New York, and I won't let you talk him out of it. Gunslingers don't scare me, especially here in Wyatt Earp's town.
Why don't you forget the whole thing?
Not a chance. I've waited too long to meet Ned Buntline, and when he takes me to New York, I'll have everything I want. I'll be rich.
Mrs. Jones, Mr. Buntline hasn't got a quarter to his name, not 1 quarter.
After we get to New York, I'll change all that.
If you get to New York. Right now, Mr. Buntline couldn't buy you a stagecoach ticket to Benson.
Mr. Earp, I don't think you understand me. Put yourself in my position. I'm a helpless widow alone in Arizona territory. Am I to be deprived of my right to live? Please, please give me that chance.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
Did anyone ever tell you you're a handsome man, Mr. Earp? Very handsome. Why don't you protect me? I'd enjoy that.
All I want are the names of those gunslingers.
Is that all you ever think about? Well, you're wasting your time and mine. Good night, Mr. Earp.
Good night, Mrs. Jones.
Amy Jones knows too much and she talks too much. Get rid of her.
I still say it's better to wait till she gets out of Tombstone.
Afraid of Wyatt Earp?
I've done too much for you 10%ers to take that kind of talk.
You'll take it and like it.
We pulled tougher jobs than this before you knew which end of a gun did what. Now head on into Tombstone and get it over with, or we'll do it for you.
As a rule, I eat very lightly. But sharing breakfast with you seems to stimulate my appetite.
Ned, take me to New York today.
You are so direct with things. I've never met a woman like you.
There's a stagecoach leaving for Benson this afternoon. We can catch a train from there.
Well, I must say the prospect is intriguing, but I don't think a gentleman should suggest...
Are you a gentleman?
Well,
Well, I'm no lady. I'm a woman.
Marshal, come on over.
What's the matter?
There are 3 gunslingers from Tucson on the way up here. You get in the bedroom.
No, give me a gun.
You'd be more dangerous than the gunslingers. Now get inside there.
If you need any assistance, you call on me.
Sure. Now, as soon as they knock, you answer. You get in there, too. Take that side. No.
Mrs. Jones!
Who is it? Look out!
Get him over to Dr. Goodfellow. Are you hit?
No, but I think I'm going to faint.
Not you. Come on, stand up.
Amy!
Oh.
Amy, my brave, my beautiful. Yes, I will take you away from all this.
Oh, Ned.
Yes. And Wyatt, don't you try to stop us.
Get moving.
Just a moment. I'll take my gun back if you don't mind.
You get that when you leave Tombstone. It's against the law to carry a gun in this town. Here. I suggest you read that. Move.
Ned, I can't stand it here another minute. Can't we leave now?
Well, the truth is I'm a little short of cash. I'll have to telegraph to my publishers for some more money.
By then it may be too late for both of us. There'll be more gunslingers.
Amy, what else can we do? Oh, what a time to be financially embarrassed.
Don't worry, darling. I'll get the money.
But how?
You just leave that to me.
Well, Doc Goodfeller says he's gonna live.
Yeah. In Yuma prison for the next 20 years, along with all his friends.
20 years.
Unless, of course, you're willing to cooperate with the law. Now, who sent you here?
It was our own idea.
Nobody in Tucson had anything to do with it, huh? How much does Amy Jones really know about the 10% ring? Who else came with you?
Why don't you just lock me up and leave me alone?
I never seen a man so anxious to get locked up before. You, Wyatt?
No, I never have. We'll lock him up, all right. We have a nice, clean cell for you.
Pay you $1,000 for the story, Mrs. Jones? Well, that's impossible.
I don't think so, Mr. Dameron. Especially after all my husband did for you. Now let's get down to cases. How would you like to have written proof that Wyatt Earp accepted bribes?
From the 10% ring? Well, I don't believe it.
My husband was too smart to involve the ring. He made Earp sign receipts for loans from the Bank of Tucson. And you know who owns that.
10%ers.
They sent me here. They're out to trap Earp one way or another.
What about those Tucson gunslingers that tried to kill you last night?
They came here to get Ned Buntline. They know he plans to write a book exposing the 10% ring.
Why do I have to pay for evidence against Earp? I'm working for the 10%ers.
The crowd in Tucson figures you've made enough money. It's time you paid some of it back.
Well, take a day or so for me to put my hands on that much cash.
I want the cash now.
You drive a harder bargain than your husband did.
So I've been told. The money, please. We are on our way.
But that's $1,000.
It's only the beginning.
I don't understand. A few hours ago, you were desperate. You didn't know which way to turn.
Until I remembered how much my story was worth.
Oh, you didn't sell that to somebody else.
Only a little piece of it. To Dameron, the publisher of the Nugget.
But the Dameron paper is backed by the 10% ring. Wyatt told me all about it. That's the same crowd that murdered your husband and tried to kill you.
I took care of all of that. When Mr. Earp reads tonight's newspaper, he's going to wish he never heard of Amy Jones.
What are you talking about? What's Wyatt got to do with it? Just what did you sell to Dameron?
Just a few receipts signed by Marshal Earp, proving that he accepted bribes.
What?
You know, he's a very crooked man.
I don't believe you.
And there are plenty more where those came from. Well, whose signature is that?
It's Wyatt's handwriting, all right. All these years, I thought he was an honest man.
Every man is honest until it comes to money. Are you packed?
Huh? Oh, yes.
Then get us on that stagecoach to Benson. And if it's filled, rent a carriage. I'll meet you in front of the hotel with all the luggage.
But, Amy,
Hurry!
Wyatt! Wyatt, how could you do it?
Do what?
Take bribes from the 10% ring.
What bribes?
Now, don't make it worse by trying to deny it.
Let's go inside.
Thank you, Porter.
Now, what is this?
Wyatt, you took money from the 10%ers, and Dameron's going to publish the story. Now, I saw the receipts that you signed with my own eyes, and it was your handwriting.
And you believed it. Somebody forged my signature, and I have a pretty good idea who that someone is.
Well, who would... Oh, no. No, that couldn't be. Amy wouldn't do such a thing.
Now, forgery is just one of her many accomplishments. I know her record. She's been in and out of prison half her life.
Not Amy. I don't believe it. She's one of the most wonderful women I've ever met, and I will not permit you to malign her.
Mr. Buntline, I don't understand you being taken this way. You're a man of the world. Can't you see that you're being used? Now, if you take her to New York, she'll bleed you white and drop you like a hot horseshoe.
Oh, yes? Well, then why should she give me all this money that she got from Dameron?
Can you catch a fish without bait? This would make a good piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Against Mrs. Jones. And as far as Dameron is concerned, he can print that story, and I'll sue him for libel and slander. You still don't believe me, do you? All right, I'll prove it to you.
Wait here, Mr. Buntline. Well, what's happening? What? Amy!
Take care of him.
Amy! Amy! Oh, thank heaven you're all right.
Where have you been? What about the stagecoach tickets?
Before you go anywhere, suppose we all go over and have a nice little talk with Mr. Dameron. Marshal Wyatt Earp accused of taking bribes from the 10% ring. Well, now, Mr. Dameron, I'm mighty happy you printed that story. It ought to be worth at least $100,000 in any court. Not to mention 5 or 10 years in jail for libel, slander, and collusion.
I've got the receipts right here, and you signed them. I've seen your signature 1,000 times.
And so has Mrs. Jones.
It's really a very easy handwriting to copy.
Amy.
Well, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Well, what about my $1,000?
Well, now, the only way you're going to get that back is in court. Of course, I might be willing to drop charges, providing you made a donation to some worthy charity, like the Ladies' Aid Society in Tombstone, for instance.
Well, whatever you say, Marshal.
Mr. Dameron, you burn all those papers. Come on, Mrs. Jones.
Well, Marshal, what's going to happen to me? I've got to get out of town.
Compliments of the Ladies' Aid Society. This ought to be enough to get you far away from Tombstone.
$100? I got 1,000.
10%. Being a member of the ring, that puts you right back where you started from. Goodbye, Mrs. Jones.
Gad, Wyatt, it could have been so wonderful.
Why don't you use your imagination and write a book about her instead? Be a lot safer.
Say, that's a great idea. You know what I'll call it?
What?
The Wicked Widow.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
I feel plumb naked without my shotgun, White. You sure don't look natural without them 45s of yours, either.
Well, a deal's a deal, Shotgun. I promised that Circle Star outfit if they'd hang up the guns, we'd do the same.
Well, there's other cowhands in town besides that Texas outfit. Do they know what the deal is?
Well, word's gotten around by now.
I sure hope so.
Hold it. Man just ducked into that doorway.
You have a gun on him?
I don't know. One way to find out.
I'll find out.
No. I made the deal.
Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Bitterness engendered by the Civil War had not yet faded in the Dodge City of 1879. Marshal Wyatt Earp was a Yankee from Illinois. Most of the cowhands and cattlemen who drove from Texas to the Kansas cow towns had been ruined by the war. Many of them were rightly angered by the bloody shirts who managed Reconstruction in the South. Marshal Earp was determined to make peace, and on one occasion he risked his own life in a strange agreement with the so-called Johnny Rebs.
Don't you touch those bags. Well, I've never seen such a place as this in all my days. Look at those drapes, and there's dust everywhere. I declare I'm afraid to unpack my clothes.
Oh, no, miss, we keep this place just as clean
Don't you
as a
talk
new
back
pin.
to me. My Lord, even in the South, our help wouldn't talk to us like that. Who are you?
I own this hotel, Miss Landreth.
Then you ought to be ashamed of yourself for keeping such a pigsty as this. I reckon you don't know who I am.
Yes, you're Major Landreth's daughter. He owns the Circle Star.
Yes, and my papa's going to be here today or tomorrow. Before he gets here, you'd better give this place a thorough cleaning. And you'd better discharge that girl for impudence.
Miss Landreth, this isn't the only hotel in town. I think you might be happier at the Texas house.
Well, I'm not going to leave. And my papa has gentlemen friends in this town. You better apologize, sir.
I think you're the one who owes an apology.
Me? Apologizing to a Yankee tradesman? We'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll just see about that, Miss Landreth.
I've never seen such a place in my life. This is Kansas.
Yeah, what's the trouble, Mr. Cromwell?
Well, Marshal, I got a little Texas gal here, Miss Amy Landreth. She called my hotel dirty, so I suggested she move. Instead, she went over to see Leif Harden.
Well, that gambler that hangs around the Long Branch?
That's right. And he said if I don't apologize to her, he'll gun me. Well, I'm no hand at that sort of thing, Marshal, so I got to ask for police protection.
All right. I guess the best thing to do is to talk to Miss Landreth. Some Southern gals are right hot-tempered. They say things they don't really mean.
Yeah, well, this one means it.
Who is it?
Marshal Wyatt Earp, ma'am.
Oh, indeed. Well, I suppose Mr. Leif Harden shot that Yankee Boer?
Well, not quite yet, ma'am.
What did you say your name was?
Wyatt Earp.
Oh, yes. My papa told me about you. You're a Yankee from Illinois, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
A lot of Sherman's villains came from Illinois.
Can't you forget what happened 14 years ago, ma'am?
I was 8 years old. We lived in Mississippi. Your soldiers burned our house to the ground. My mama died of pneumonia walking through the mud and rain. I'm supposed to forget that?
No, Miss Amy. But this is Kansas, 1879.
Yes. Kansas, a filthy heap of dust. And look at you, the brave Yank Marshal.
Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. I just didn't have time to tidy up.
I'm talking about those pistols.
Oh.
A bully toting guns. A couple of years ago, we drove to Abilene. The marshal there was a brave man and a gentleman.
Bear River Tom Smith. Yes, he was a brave man.
And he didn't tote guns. He used his fists like a man.
All right. Now, suppose you ask Mr. Leif Harden not to shoot Mr. Cromwell. Well, that's what I'm here for. Because, you see, if Mr. Harden goes after Mr. Cromwell, well, then I'm going to have to go after him. And if I go after him, well, then I'm going to have to arrest you because you put Leif up to it.
And if you did that, my papa and the Circle Star men would shoot you down dead.
Well, now, that'd be a mite foolish, wouldn't it?
Cromwell could apologize.
Yes, he could. I'll ask him.
You taking my side?
No. I just don't want a lot of shooting because it happens to be windy and dusty in Kansas. You see, Miss Amy, the good Lord, he made Kansas that way. Now, you be a little bit patient with us, will you?
Leif, it's none of your business how I operate this hotel.
You apologized, Miss Amy?
I'll not apologize.
Now, you drop by the office and pay your fine, you get your pea shooter back. Now, go on, get out of here, move.
Thanks, Marshal. I appreciate what you did.
Do me a favor, will you?
Sure.
Apologize to Miss Amy. Let her stay here.
But I thought that you agreed.
You're right. But being right isn't worth fighting a civil war all over again. Now, look, Miss Amy's papa's coming to town shortly with his outfit. I want to try and keep peace with the state of Texas.
Well, if you say so, Marshal, I'll apologize.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
And he shouldn't have asked Cromwell to apologize. What's going on around here anyway, Wyatt?
I'm trying a little experiment, Your Honor.
Well, it won't work. Shotgun, did you ever get anywhere with Johnny Rebs by being nice to him?
Well, can't say that I have. Of course, I ain't never tried very hard.
Well, that's just it, Mr. Gibbs. None of us have tried hard enough here in Dodge. We just haven't been patient enough with him. Now, Miss Amy says I get along fine in Abilene. Bear River Tom Smith didn't carry guns.
And where is Bear River Tom Smith now? In his grave.
You can't blame Texans for that. He was murdered by a couple of drunken farmers.
I heard he did have a rifle when he went to arrest them fellers.
Well, let's stick to the point. The point is that this is the first time that the Circle Star outfit's driving into Dodge. And I favor bending over backwards to treat them like...
Yeah, the Circle Star's in town, all right. Guess we'd better go disarm them fellers, Marshal.
At once.
Boys are feeling their oats. Well, they deserve a little fun.
Oh, Papa,
Yeah.
the marshal here isn't like Mr. Smith in Abilene.
Are you Mr. Landreth?
Major Landreth, sir.
Papa, this is Marshal Earp.
I'm sorry, sir, but we don't allow any hoorah in Dodge City.
Why, that's the silliest thing I ever heard.
Look, all I'm asking you to do is have your men rack their guns as long as they're here.
Well, nobody hurt that I can see. Come along, Sid.
Just a minute. Now, if you can't control your men, then I'm going to have to.
Take your hands off me. I reckon my boys can handle Yankee marshals.
Mr. Gibbs, most of those men headed for the Texas bar. You and Ed go in the back door. We'll take the front.
Well, I was right in the first place. He's nothing but a bad-mannered bully.
Time he learned some manners, Amy. I need a bath. I'm almost as dirty as a long rider.
All right, all hands on the bar. 2 shots over the head. Now put them on the bar. Take their guns.
Get them guns, Ed.
All right, Mr. Gibbs, put them under arrest. Carrying guns and disturbing the peace.
All right, boys, off to jail.
Let's move. Come on.
Get moving.
Kronyaker, McDonald, Durant. Bail set at $50 a head, gentlemen. Judge Tobin said he'd be right here.
Right in here, boys. Just make yourselves at home.
Those are my father's men.
I know, Miss Amy. Your father could have prevented this.
Papa never dreamed you'd set upon them with a cannon.
Well, it wasn't a cannon, Miss Amy. It was a 10-gauge shotgun using slugs.
Well, you're a coward. You sent your deputies in to sneak up on them from the back door. Tired cowhands just having a little fun.
Now, daughter, I'll handle this.
He put our men in jail, all of them.
All right, sis, but you shouldn't have come here. Marshal Earp will excuse you, I think.
Yes, sir. The Circle Star had guns, Miss Amy.
Guns. Bear River Tom Smith didn't need guns. He was a brave man.
She's upset. I hope you and I can talk about this without losing our tempers.
I don't lose my temper much, sir. Sit down.
Thank you. Amy's my right-hand man, and I'm afraid she's right about the weapons.
Oh? How is she right?
My boys had heard about you and your 2 Colt 45s, Mr. Earp. They weren't used to that kind of law enforcement in Abilene. Marshal Smith used his fists. Naturally, my outfit wasn't going to disarm and run the risk of being shot down by some trigger-happy John Law.
Well, I'll make a deal with you, sir.
A deal?
Yes, sir. You agree to keep your men disarmed as long as they're in Dodge City, and I'll promise not to wear guns.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. I'll even go one step further to try and keep peace with the Circle Star outfit. No charges for what happened at the Texas saloon. Fair enough?
Well, that's more than fair. Us Southerners have been carrying a grudge too long, sir. I think it's time to make peace.
And so do I. You tell Miss Amy, will you?
I have a heart-to-heart talk with the child.
Mr. Gibbs. Turn him loose.
Did boss make their bail?
No, I want to keep peace.
What's this about peace?
Trying an experiment, Mr. Mayor. Major Landreth agreed to keep his men disarmed if I would agree not to wear my guns on patrol.
Have you gone loco? Why, it's a Johnny...
Hold it, Jim, hold it.
Have you gone loco, too?
I think maybe Wyatt's got a good idea.
You gonna disarm all of us, Wyatt?
No, Mr. Gibbs, just you and I. The rest of the deputies will patrol below the line as usual.
Of all the crackpot ideas.
Now, look, Your Honor. Mr. Gibbs and I still have our fists. Now, most cowhands talk a better fist fight than they can prove. Now, Mr. Gibbs, are you afraid of a cowhand when he hasn't got a 45?
No, I ain't. They teeter around in them there high-heel boots. A good punch can knock 'em right over. It'll be enjoyable.
Come on, let's let those fellows loose.
wearing guns or ain't he?
Oh, you're right, no guns. And Shotgun ain't carrying that cannon.
The boys should hear about this.
Earp ain't wearing guns. He's just outside there. Look at him and Shotgun with your own eyes.
Hold it. I made a gentleman's agreement with Marshal Earp. Nobody wears guns. Levitt, Norris, go hang up your weapons. You heard me right now. My men are disarmed, Mr. Earp.
So are we, sir. Oh, don't let your men go below the line. Peace treaty hasn't been signed there yet.
I'll take care of it.
The boss didn't say nothing against us whipping Earp with our fists.
Maybe that's the idea. We'll string out and jump him one at a time as he comes back.
That's an idea.
Well, I'll show you how we do it now. Come on.
Honey Earp and I shook hands on a truce.
A truce?
No guns on either side while we're loading cattle in Dodge.
You let a Yankee talk you into something like that?
I wish you'd drop this Yankee and Confederate talk.
What?
It's over and done with, Amy. General Lee told us we're all in the same country now. Besides, what will the North do in another war if they don't have us to help them fight? Hmm?
Well...
Well, it's sure awful quiet. Maybe my hunch was right, huh?
Well, if we hadn't throwed them fellers in jail. Texas man just naturally hates to be throwed in jail. They even cuss their own rangers.
We let them go, didn't we? Major Landris said that... Hello, friend.
Don't call me your friend. I want to see how tough you are without them guns on.
I believe with you right. Leaves you wide open for a left hook.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Throw some water on.
The next one's mine.
What makes you think that the... No. Major Landreth isn't going to like this.
You ain't either, brother. Ain't you had enough? Oh.
Take the left one.
Hey, Marshal, you need any help?
I'll just take care of those.
now, ma'am.
I don't mean you, I mean him. He's killing them.
Just a minute.
Oh.
That's enough. Let him go. Did my men start the fight?
Yes, sir. Fetch Doc McCarty.
I'm sorry, Marshal. I'll tell the others that this thing stops right here and now.
Well, I I don't apologize. I think you're nothing but a big, brawling bully.
Now lie still. You might have a busted shoulder.
You're so generous to the defeated. Well, we're not licked. I'll find someone who can put you down.
Why?
Oh, you Yankee?
What? Is there a really good fist fighter in this here town?
I guess Sweet Larson come about the closest to it. She'll hire him.
What you want to do that for? Dad done called it off.
Because she wants to forgive a fallen foe, Mr. Gibbs. It's too bad I'm not in love with her. I might take a dive.
Mr. Clerk,
Yes, ma'am?
who's the best fist fighter in town?
Wyatt Earp.
No, I mean, is there any man who'd have a chance to beat him?
Sweet Larson thinks he can.
Where can I find this Mr. Larson?
Larson wrestles beer barrels at Henry's warehouse. Oh, miss. No charge.
Well, you proved your point. Now belt on them guns, will ya?
I can't.
Why not?
Because Landreth kept his part of the deal. No fistfights, no gunfights.
There you see. Knuckles all skinned up.
I was lucky, Mr. Kelly.
Ah, gun is clean. Keeps the fella at his distance. Why don't you let Doc McCarty bandage you? Mortification might set in.
They're just scratches.
Hey, Earp. Ain't nothing personal, but I got to invite you outside.
I had a hunch. The lady hired you to beat me up, huh?
Just a job.
Get out of here, Larson. Wyatt's been fist fighting all afternoon.
Never mind.
Outside, huh?
No. Right here.
Well, all right. But it's foolish to mess up your office.
I busted my hand.
You busted Larson's jaw, too. We'll be over at the docks. You put on your guns.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be much good one-handed.
Wyatt broke this man's jaw. Did she hire him?
Yes, she did.
Money wasted.
Hurt your hand?
Yeah, I guess I busted it. Sorry, sir, but the deal's off. I can't do any fist fighting with one hand.
Here, allow me. We'll have our cattle loaded by midnight, and we'll be moving out.
Well, I wish you luck.
Start your apology, sis.
Oh, yes, I want to apologize, Mr. Earp. It was low-down Yankee. I mean, it was low-down, trashy. I mean, it was just plain low-down what I did, and I'm sorry.
All right, Miss Amy.
Now the rest of it, sis?
Oh, yes. We'd be mighty pleased if you'd come to dinner.
Well, thank you. First, I better stop by the docks.
Plenty of time. You go along with him, Amy. I have to finish for the cattle buyers.
I wanted to tell you why I did what I did.
Well, I have an idea, but... Well, you give me your reason.
Well, I was attracted to you, and I hated myself for it.
But you did want me beat to a frazzle.
Well, no, not really. That's why I told Papa, and we hurried right over to stop it. North or south, a brave man should never fall in defeat.
They didn't, Miss Amy. They fell in glory, not defeat.
Why, I hope someday we'll see each other again.
I hope so.
Well, we better get your hand taken care of.
opened up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail, and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
In 1879, Dodge City's day as a rip-roaring cowtown had dimmed into a peaceful twilight. Under the stern law enforcement of Marshal Wyatt Earp, Judge Tobin, and Mayor Kelly, Dodge was almost civilized. The chief remaining problem was that Wyatt had a number of friends like Bat Masterson and Ben Thompson who couldn't understand that the era of saloon brawls and gunfighting in Kansas was at an end.
I say it's time to close all those places below the line. It's a disgrace to any civilized community. We've made Dodge a law-abiding town, with the exception of a couple of rowdy saloons and dance halls. And furthermore, I say, out with the whole kit and caboodle of gamblers, hoodlums, and dance hall girls. What are you grinning about? What's so funny?
You, Jim, you're funny.
Oh, indeed now.
Well, Judge Tobin doesn't mean that you're funny, ha-ha. He just means that you're impractical. Isn't that what you mean?
Yes, impractical.
And what's impractical about wiping out a few of these places below the line?
Now, that's a very good question, Your Honor. But I think you're confusing crime and sin. Now, as a police officer, it's my job to arrest criminals. It's up to Judge Tobin and a jury to punish them. But sin is something...
Are you upholding sin, Wyatt?
Of course he isn't.
But he just said...
Let him finish, will you, Jim?
Go ahead.
Well, I'm against sin, Your Honor. As a matter of fact, all decent citizens are against it. Schools, churches, they'll always be fighting it. But it just isn't the police officer's business until vice leads to criminal action.
Wyatt's right, Jim. He's done a great job here. You backed him up. But closing a few saloons and dance halls won't cure the human animal of his wickedness.
But 'twould take the temptation away.
I'm due in court, and so's Marshal Earp. Now, you argue this with the city council.
City council?
Mr. Mayor, we can keep law and order here in Dodge City. But what we can't do is to turn its people into saints.
My mind's made up.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. I'll see you later.
I'll meet. Excuse me. Thank you.
Why did they call it Dodge City? It's so little.
Little, but oh my. You're not going to be sorry you stopped off here.
Oh, only because of you, Mr. Masterson.
Well, now, that's the way I like to hear girls talk. Now, look, the Dodge house is just up the street.
Oh, the dust! Oh, I think I got something in this eye.
Here. Now, hold still.
Oh.
Better?
Much better, thank you. It feels all right now. Those men, are they whistling at me?
Don't you pay any attention, Miss Doreen.
Fresh things?
Want me to shoot 'em for you?
Shoot 'em? Oh, no. Oh, I understand. A joke, huh?
Don't you try to understand anything. You just leave it all to me. I know my way around, Dodge.
Oh, I know I can trust you, Mr. Masterson. I can't I?
Just like a brother, honey.
Good.
Where's Mike?
Collecting a shipment of beer at the Santa Fe.
Surprise. There's something Mike ought to know.
Lots of things Mike ought to know. You a friend of his?
Just tell Mike that Bat Masterson's in town. He bought the Lone Star across the street.
Mike ought to know that. Give the man a dinner on the house.
Joe.
Thank you, Miss Sweetie.
Wyatt? Hey, Wyatt. It's me.
Me? Well, by golly, if it isn't Mr. Bat Masterson.
Look a little different, don't I? Guess it's the clothes. I bought them in Denver.
Well, now, I'd have guessed Kansas City. Say, you know, you look a little bit like Jay Gould.
You got a minute to talk to an old friend?
Sure, as soon as I take this fellow over to the lockup.
What'd he do?
Well, he was riding his horse too fast down Front Street.
You jailing people for that?
That's right, Mr. Masterson. Dodge City has changed considerable. Now, you just be careful you don't drop that cigar butt on the sidewalk.
Then I hit Denver. A real live town, friend. Picked up a big pile at Faro in less than 3 weeks. Then I bought the Lone Star from Willie Bessinger, and here I am.
You bought the Lone Star?
Well, sure, what's wrong with that? It was a bargain. Besides, I was homesick for Dodge, and I thought I'd pay you a visit.
You bought the Lone Star. Well, can you sell it back?
Why?
Well, to begin with, it's right across the street from Mike DeGraff's saloon. He and Bessinger never got along. Top it all off, Mayor Kelly is on a spree of reformation. He wants to close all the saloons below the line.
Come on, you're joshing me.
No, Mr. Masterson. The old Dodge City is gone forever.
Gone? You're still here?
Well, not for long. No, Morgan and Virgil will be here this week, maybe the week after. We're going to buy a cattle spread further out west, maybe Arizona territory.
Hang up your guns? No, you'll never do that. You're a John Law to the finish. And Dodge will be Dodge, too.
No, sir.
You can't scare me, Deacon. I'm opening the Lone Star. What's more, I'm going to put in all brand new fixtures. And wait till you see Doreen.
Doreen? Oh, no.
Now, wait a minute. I'm serious this time. I'm to marry her as soon as the place starts paying off. Meanwhile, she'll be the hostess.
All right.
You sound gloomy. Just what does all right mean?
It means I'll try and keep the peace between you and Mr. DeGraff.
Wyatt, if he gets tough with me, he won't be around.
Mr. Masterson, you are a friend of mine, and I wish you a lot of luck.
Well, let's talk about the end of Dodge. I don't get it.
I hope someday you do get it. When civilization does come to Dodge City, I hope you won't be the last heathen shaking your fist at it.
Here she is now.
What kept you so long?
Bat brought a new girl to town for his hostess. I looked at her.
So?
She's younger, prettier than me. She'll draw the trade, Mike.
Jim Kelly is against girls working in saloons. I handle the votes below the line for Kelly. He'll fix Masterson.
Get busy, Mike. That girl will take the trade away from us.
I'm not asking you to do anything unladylike. All you have to do is sit in a high chair and watch the dealers.
While drunken men whistle at me.
I need you, hon. It'll only be for a few weeks until the place gets going.
And then what?
Then, like I said, we'll be married.
Married? Why, Mr. Masterson, when did you refer to the subject?
Didn't I?
No, you did not.
Well, I'm sorry. Will you marry me as soon as the business starts paying off?
Well, I'll have to think it over.
You see this diamond? You say the word and I'll set it in an engagement ring.
It's big. And sweet. Do I get paid for sitting in that high chair?
You sure do.
All right. Oh, things are beginning to clear up for me now, darling. I mean, a girl likes to know about her future.
Sky's the limit, honey.
What is this, Wyatt? That Masterson owning the Lone Star and importing a Denver Jezebel to be hostess.
It's unfair competition.
Well, now, Mr. DeGraff, you have Miss Sweetie. Also, I haven't met this woman that you call a Jezebel. I'd like to lay you odds that she isn't.
No more hostesses, Wyatt. I've made up my mind to that.
Oh? The city council pass an ordinance?
Well, not yet, but,
Well, then you can't forbid Mr. Masterson from hiring a hostess. He has one.
Sweetie slaps the customers around.
Oh, good for Sweetie. Now, Mr. Kelly, just because a woman works in a saloon or a dance hall doesn't mean that she's bad. If Mr. DeGraff has a hostess, then it's legal for Mr. Masterson to hire Miss Doreen.
I'll pass an ordinance.
Good, you do that. And I'll go on patrol.
Thank you.
Look around. High class, huh? It's gonna be better.
That Miss Doreen?
That's right, the future Mrs. Masterson. Come on, I want you to meet her. Excuse us. Honey, this is my best friend, this is Wyatt Earp. He's the marshal.
Hello.
Howdy, Miss Doreen.
My, he's handsome. That tells me you're a bachelor, Mr. Earp.
Yes, and I can't afford to marry.
Oh, well, that's a pretty state of affairs. That's rich. Why, he could afford to double your salary.
Well, thank you, ma'am, for the kind thought, but you see,
Excuse us a moment, Doreen. I want to show Wyatt what I'm going to do to the place.
Oh, well, can I come too? Because this is awful tiresome, just sitting here.
No, fellas want to look at you. Come on, Wyatt. Not too bright, but kind of pretty, huh?
I don't know. She's probably a lot smarter than you think she is. I wonder what Miss Sweetie and Mr. DeGraff are thinking right now.
He's got all of our customers, boss.
We'll fix him.
Hey, Sweetie. Sweetie!
Just take a look at Masterson's place. Big business, huh?
I told you.
Yeah. But Kelly's going to close him tomorrow.
How?
Pass an ordinance so he can't use that girl.
Oh. Then you can't use me?
I don't need you with Masterson closed.
You think so, Mike?
I mean, I don't need you as a hostess. Don't go silly now. You and me are...
There's Mr. Earp.
Hello, Miss Sweetie.
Hi, Marshal.
Just came by from my weekly shotgun check.
Mike's sore. There's going to be trouble.
I hope not.
A glass of milk from Mr. Earp. You sit at a table with me, hmm?
All right.
Mike just says, sit down.
Well, next time you just tell Mike, hold my chair.
I have no manners either. But I am fairly intelligent, I think.
Yes, you sure are.
Is Kelly going to pass the law against women in bars?
I'm afraid so.
Right away? Tomorrow?
Well, maybe not that quick. The council likes to argue.
You better pass it quick. I know Mike. He's already sent for some gunfighters.
Sorry to hear that.
Mike's stupid, Mr. Earp. I warn you because I'm tired of keeping him in line.
Well, I thank you for the milk and for the information. Do me a favor, will you? Talk once more to Mike.
Once more? Of course. I thank you for the kind words you've said.
Well, they're all true, and you know it. Good luck to you.
My love to you.
What an opening. $700 profit.
Uh-huh.
What's wrong?
I'm tired and sleepy. And I don't like sitting in that old high chair for hours just having people staring at me.
You poor baby. Look, it's only until we run DeGraff out of business. Maybe we can get a ride back to the Dodge House. Driver?
Oh! I'm carrying Mr. Ben Thompson. He's to meet a Mr. Masterson here in town.
Oh, Ben, of course. Ben, wake up.
No, not now, son. Here, help yourself. I'll be at the hotel, the presidential suite. Drive on, High Pocket.
Ben, it's Ben Masterson.
What? Well, howdy, Ben.
You must have robbed a lot of trains.
Easier than that. I sold a gold mine. Your telegram said something about your being in trouble.
That's right. Oh, excuse me, Ben. I'd like to have you meet Miss Doreen. Doreen, this is Ben Thompson.
Well, howdy, miss. You're a much better sight for sore eyes than Mr. Masterson here.
Why, thank you, sir.
She's the future Mrs. Masterson.
Congratulations.
Well, it isn't absolutely definite yet.
Nothing's definite this early in the morning. Pat, you and the young lady climb into my rig. Permit me, young lady.
We got a lot of things to talk about, Ben.
Later. I ain't half awake yet. I want breakfast.
And I want to change my clothes.
Roll 'em, High Pockets.
Never mind the problem.
Mike's a fool. Masterson will come shooting.
He'll wreck our joint, sweetie. We better hide the cash.
Boot in the window. Smash up the joint. Halt! Put up your hands.
Howdy, Wyatt, old pal.
Where'd you steal that outfit?
Masterson accused me of robbing trains. I won me a gold mine in a poker game at Trinidad. Sold it for a nice piece of money.
Any gold in that mine?
You know, that's a funny thing. It was loaded. I should have taken a look at that fool mine, but you know me, pal. Sell quick.
Oh, my friends are getting rich. Me, I can't even get the council to buy me a new star.
It's a cheapskate town. I just remembered. I got me a silver mine. Now, for old time's sake, Palsy, I'm going to give you...
I gotta talk to you.
Not now, Palsy. I've got to find me a silver mine deed here.
Now, Ben, it's important. Excuse us, Wyatt.
See you later, Palsy.
Masterson and Thompson, what are they up to?
Nothing illegal that I know of. How'd you make out with the councilman?
They want to talk to you before they vote the ordinance.
Tell him I don't want to talk.
Now, look, Wyatt, you know what
I'd have to tell him I'm against the ordinance. I don't want to do that. You've been a loyal friend.
Oh, Mr. Earp, come quick. Some men have torn up Bat's new place, and Bat and Ben Thompson are going to shoot them.
You keep her here.
Round up the deputies.
Mr. DeGraff shouldn't have done this.
You got a gun?
Left it in the hotel rack.
Use mine. I'll get the shotgun.
Come on, Bat. You and your friend. Try to smash up my joint. Get ready. Bat'll come.
Stop it, Mike. Get inside. They aren't fools like you. They'll pick you off.
Shut up. I know what I'm doing. Get in there. Go on.
Wyatt may be partly right about Dodge. You ever see old-timers spread out in the open that way?
Sweetie went inside. Let him have it.
Wyatt ain't gonna like this.
They started. You ready?
Hold it. Here comes Pal.
Fire! Hold it!
Is he on our side?
Sure. Cover him.
I got 3 men down. They're gonna pay for it.
I said drop that gun.
You do like the marshal says.
Dale, John, take the dead ones over the corner, the rest of them to jail.
Ben, Bat, come out of there. You heard me? I said come out of there. Break those guns open.
They started this, Wyatt.
You're under arrest.
Me too?
No, just Mr. Masterson. You're wearing a gun. Come on.
Well, my goodness. Don't you want to elope with me?
It don't seem fair to Bat.
Look at Han. We got Mr. Earp to consider.
Wyatt, how's that?
Well, he doesn't approve of me marrying Bat. It would destroy a beautiful friendship. Now, you don't want to hurt Wyatt, do you?
No, I don't. I just didn't think of it that way, honey.
Well, you just think of it. My, that's pretty. I'll go fetch my traveling things.
Mr. Graff and his men get 30 days. Releasing Mr. Masterson a $25 fine. Go get him. Hello, Miss Sweetie. You leaving Dodge?
Have you told Mr. Masterson about Ben and Doreen?
Yeah. It didn't seem to bother him much. Mr. Masterson hasn't learned that our marriage customs in Kansas are improving. Our new crop of sodbusters, well, they just don't treat marriage as lightly as Mr. Masterson does. Sweetie, I want to thank you for all your help.
I didn't care about Mike. I want a smart man.
You deserve one. Which trail you taking?
Denver, I think.
A lot of smart men in Denver. I'm betting on you.
Goodbye, Mr. Earp.
Goodbye, Miss Sweetie.
Not bad.
$25 fine, Mr. Masterson.
I sold out to Mike. Denver's my kind of town.
Don't stay there too long. You'll find that civilization is crawling right up those mountains to Denver, too.
Then I'll move west and keep on moving. I'll see you in Arizona Territory, huh?
Could be. You know, I wish you could find some sweet little gal that could settle you down.
Not me. So long, Wyatt.
So long, Mr. Masterson.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Marshal up! I forgot to tell you and Miss Nellie about Bones Brandon. I just happened to remember the name. He's going to be in that poker game at Tucson with Doc.
Why you stopped me out here?
Well, Bones worked with a 10% ring. Miss Nellie feels that you're riding into some real trouble. Do you think she ought to turn back?
I can't do that, Mr. Parkamp.
Why not?
Because they already lured Dr. Holliday to Tucson. He's a friend of mine. But I do thank you for the warning, and you thank Miss Nellie for me.
Marshal Herb, them Tucson boys, they shoot for keeps.
Well, sir, so do I, if I have to. I'll see you later.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Many attempts were made to kill Wyatt Earp, but Dan Priddy, with his 10% ring at Tucson, was a big-time operator. When Priddy wanted a man out of his way, he acted with a scheming subtlety that not even Wyatt could penetrate. The plan to murder Marshal Earp, whose career in Tombstone had already exasperated the Tucson politicians, seemed foolproof and deadly.
$3,800. Not bad, huh? Oh, Jack. See if Steak Brown's still waiting out there.
Yes, sir. Steak.
Morning, gentlemen. You know Doc Holliday?
We're not dear friends, but we've gambled together. Why?
You think you could get him over here from Tombstone?
The stakes were high enough.
You can promise Holliday a no-limit game.
Fair enough. Now, what's the rest of it?
Well, Bones Brandon will explain the whole idea to you.
Oh, Dan, you're not that sort, Holliday.
Doc's only bait. I don't ask any more questions. You'll get the rest from Brandon.
You're the boss. Gentlemen. You're sure keeping some high-class company, Bones?
Never mind the chatter. Dan Priddy says we're to talk in the back room.
Shooting holes in that rug. I keep on living, Bones, simply because I don't trust anybody.
You're still alive because Dan Priddy doesn't want you dead.
Who does he want? Doc Holliday? Nope. Wyatt Earp. Dan shouldn't mess around with Earp.
Why, what's so tough about him?
A lot of boys have tried to find out the answer to that one, kid. They've all wound up with a busted head or in jail. You backing out, Steak? No. No, if it has to be Earp or me, I'd rather let it be Earp. Start talking, Mr. Brandon.
Well, the situation is this.
Steak Brown is putting on a big game up in Tucson. I'd be a fool not to go. You know the devil takes care of his own.
70 miles. It's a long way for a poker game, isn't it?
Well, I'll just take the stage.
We should stay here. I might need you.
Why, can you replenish my bankroll? If I don't have at least $10,000 in my pocket, I feel like a pauper.
You might be unlucky there, too, you know.
Not in Tucson. I think it's the air in that town, polluted by corruption. Have you ever met Steak Brown? All the money he steals from financing prospectors, he loses at cards. I'd be a fool not to go.
Well, if you do lose, you send me a telegram, hmm?
Right.
Well, Doc, promise me one thing. Don't rob a bank.
You're the only man in the world I'd make that promise to. All right? I give you my word.
Thank you, Doctor. I appreciate your sacrifice.
Hello there, Doc. Welcome to Tucson. It sure is good to see you.
Don't look so cheerful. I didn't sleep a wink in that bone shaker.
Oh, a good quart will make you feel like a new man. Then we can get this game started.
Not until I get some sleep. I'm so tuckered out I couldn't read the cards.
Suit yourself, Doc. You'll find some good rooms over the Congress Hall bar. Our sucker will keep.
You got much money?
Oh, about $50,000 in cash and a big ranch in Texas.
Have you got much money?
I'm loaded.
Huh?
I'm loaded, Doc.
Oh, that's good. Make the trip worthwhile.
Mr. Brown, you remember me, Limey Park here?
No, not this time, Limey.
Mr. Brown, I found me a mother lode in the Dragoon. Only need a couple of thousand. Look here. Why, almost pure silver.
They always have good samples.
He looks dirty and lucky to me, Steak.
Got a hunch?
Intuition.
There, you see. A total stranger smelled silver on me.
All right, Limey. I'll see you in the back room. Now, you know my terms, Limey. Half interest and everything you find.
But Mr. Brown, this is a real mother lode, all ready to file claim to.
I've heard that before. Do you want the 2,000 or don't you?
Yeah, but a half interest.
Sign it. Right there.
All right.
I shouldn't be doing this. Sometimes Doc Holliday's hunches pay off.
Was that gentleman Doc Holliday? Sure don't look like a killer.
Can't always go on looks. There's your cash.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. We're gonna hit this one real big.
Jerry.
Yes, sir?
Only one drink for the kid. He's got business to tend to.
Yes, sir, boss.
Doc Holliday's in town. Where's Brandon?
Buying his rancher's outfit.
You must be the one that's going to gun down Wyatt Earp.
Nobody said nothing.
Bones Brandon told me all about it.
Why would he talk?
I got to watch the door, see?
I think maybe you talk too much.
What's yours?
Whiskey. Mister, the young boy just left here. You know his name.
And they call him the paralyzed kid.
Paralyzed kid?
On account of his left arm.
No. Boy, I'm thinking about it. Got two good arms.
for a wonderful breakfast, Miss Nellie.
Well, I told the cook you were coming in this morning. You're going to be as famous here as you were in Dodge City.
You can still get 10 to 1 in Gambler's Row that I won't last more than a month.
Oh, that's nonsense, Wyatt.
Miss Nellie. You remember me?
Oliver Parkamp, sure I do. I met you in British Columbia about 3 years ago.
That's right.
Well, it's good to see you.
My God. You're Wyatt Earp.
That's right, sir.
Trouble, Miss Nellie. Gosh, I took it out.
Come and sit down, Oliver.
I rode all the way from Tucson to tell you and Mr. Earp. Now, look here. The barkeep at the Congress Hall Saloon said that the paralyzed kid was going to gun you down. It was just after... No, maybe it was before he told the barkeep to give the kid just one drink.
What do you think, Wyatt?
Well, I've never heard of the paralyzed kid. But somebody's always talking about gunning me down.
Could be just talk. But I figure I ought to tell you I was coming over anyway.
Were there any other names mentioned?
Yeah. Yeah, Stake Brown asked the kid where somebody was. But his name... Ain't that the deuce, forgetting the name?
Well, that's all right. Maybe it'll come to you after you rest a spell. Thank you, Mr. Parkamp. I'll kind of keep my eyes peeled.
I'll try to jog his memory for that name. It might be important.
God, he ain't worried a bit.
We ready to go? Doc had a good night's sleep. Woke up raring for action. You got your derringers? Right here. Tell me, who's going to be behind the rug? Take care of that later. I've got to send a telegram to Earp first.
Say, are you sure Doc's gonna take off his 45?
As long as we take off ours. Remember now, we keep Doc winning until Earp gets here. Bet sporty, but not wild. Doc's an old hand at poker, and he'll spot a phony play. What makes you so sure Earp will come? Earp and Doc are just like brothers. Earp gets my telegram. He'll hit the trail.
Then he'll hit the floor. Dead.
Here. I'm in serious trouble. Come at once. Dr. John H. Holliday. You don't figure them folks down there in Tucson are gonna hang old Doc or something, do you?
Doc, anything can happen. Could be wounded, sick, or in jail. Told them not to go. Mr. Gibbs, you go get my trail outfit for me, will you? I gotta sign all these reports.
Say, how about me and Roscoe going with you?
Well, there'd be nobody to sit on the lid here if you did.
You're right.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah?
Prospect, a friend of Miss Nellie's, came in from Tucson with a story about somebody named the Paralyzed Kid, supposed to be gunning for me.
Here in Tucson?
I don't know. Another name was mentioned, but Mr. Parkamp, that's Nellie's friend, he couldn't remember it. Might be important.
Well, I'll check with Miss Nellie.
Now, Mr. Gibbs, you better notify Mayor Clum and Judge Spicer, just in case there's big trouble while I'm away,
Say, couldn't you just send a wire down there to the Wells Fargo agent in Tucson and have one of their boys look into Doc's trouble?
It might get into the wrong hands. Besides, you know Doc as well as I do. He'll be expecting me to come myself.
Yeah.
I'll call.
You and the devil have changed my life, Stake. I don't mean to flatter you by mentioning your name ahead of the devil's, but I haven't met him yet. Of course, I may soon have the pleasure.
That'll be a meeting, Doc. All this talk about the devil is fidgeting our young friend here. I'm just joshing, kid.
Yeah, well, it's bad luck. For me.
It's your deal, boy.
You think his last name was Branson, huh?
Sounded that way.
Well, what about his first name? Was it Bill Bransom or Bob Bransom? Or...
Wait. I got it. Bones. That was his first name. Bones Branson.
You mean Bones Brandon, don't you?
Brandon? Well, now, could be. You know him?
I sure do. He's Dan Pretty's chief fixer.
what you say is true, this could sure be a trap.
Of course it is. They just used Doc to lure Wyatt into Tucson. How long has he been gone?
More than an hour now.
Limey, you know that trail.
Sure.
You take my horse and go after him.
You keep him at a full gallop, you hear me? You got to stop Wyatt. Get!
Tell you what I'm gonna do, Doc. I'll raise you a couple of hundred.
I'm out. It's yours.
Mm-hmm. A Texas hog is bound to gather some acorns, even if he has to travel to Arizona.
What time is it, Mr. Brown?
Nearly 1 o'clock. I better get us something to eat.
I'll have a bourbon sandwich between 2 ounces of rye.
Marshal, I forgot to tell you and Miss Nellie about Bones Brandon. I just happened to remember the name. He's going to be in that poker game at Tucson with Doc.
That way you stopped me out here?
Well, Bones worked with a 10% ring. Miss Nellie feels that you're riding into some real trouble. Do you think she ought to turn back?
I can't do that, Mr. Parkamp.
Why not?
Because they already lured Dr. Holliday to Tucson. He's a friend of mine. But I do thank you for the warning, and you thank Miss Nellie for me.
Marshal Herb, them Tucson boys, they shoot for keeps.
Well, sir, so do I, if I have to. I'll see you later.
Howdy, Bob.
Wyatt, good to see you again.
Good to see you. Say, I'm in town on a little business. I may need your help.
Sit down. Tell me what I can do.
Well,
Jerry. Any signs of Earth yet?
Not yet.
Well, as soon as he comes in here asking for Holiday, you knock on the door, but you ask for me, not Doc. You got it?
Got it. Is the rug man here?
He just now came through the trap door from the attic. Doc was so busy talking, he didn't hear a thing.
well, that's where they'd be. That sounds like a frame-up to me, using Doc as bait. Are you sure they'd be at the Congress Hall Saloon?
Always are.
You ever been in there?
I can draw you a picture. Now, the bar is on this side. The door to the back room is here. Now...
Wait a minute. Is that the only door?
Yeah. But the catch is, there's an alcove off this back room. The door to it is covered with a hanging rug. The main gun would be there.
How many guns do you think they'd have?
Well, Brown won't be armed. Brandon and the kid will probably have concealed derringers.
Well, my only chance to be surprised. How about you backing me up?
You back me.
Good. This is what I think we ought to do.
I'm getting too far ahead. Let's raise the ante and play table stakes.
That's mighty handsome of you, Doc. Give us a chance to catch up.
Usual, Jerry.
Sure thing, Mr. Paul.
You know that fella?
Well, looks like Wyatt Earp. Why?
Excuse me.
All right, hold it, Jerry.
But, Mr. Paul...
Go to that door. Knock, say you have to Dr. Stake Brown, say it's important. Move. Come on.
It's Jerry, Mr. Brown. I gotta talk to you. Something important.
Oh, all right. Hold the deal, Holmes.
How stupid can you get?
Watch him. We'll need him as a witness. Barkeep, you go get a doctor.
Yes.
Give me a hand, Doc. This one's hurt bad.
What are you doing here? How'd you know they were after me?
Don't flatter yourself, Doc. They lured you here to get Wyatt.
They would have gotten me at the same time. Was it Brown and Brandon who planned it?
I had nothing to do with it.
That boy's done for, Wyatt. I ought to kill you.
Just plug the hole in his arm.
You plug it. I wouldn't raise a finger.
Well, this one's dead.
All right, who's behind this stake? I'm not talking.
Brandon will talk. There's only about $7,000 here.
Let me look at that.
I could have had all the money in this, Wyatt, if you hadn't butted in.
You can have it.
I meant what I said about killing you.
Wyatt, don't let him draw that gun.
When I draw this gun, Wyatt Earp won't be anywhere around. Your only chance is to start talking.
Don't say nothing, Bones.
That goes for you too, Steak.
Doc, you stay out of this, Wyatt. Doc's made him a fair offer.
All right. I won't interfere.
All right, both of you. Start talking.
He means it's Steak, and I ain't dying to save Dan Pretty's hide.
So was Dan Pretty, huh? Is that right, Steak?
Doc, we've been pals too long. You wouldn't shoot me in cold blood.
Oh, wouldn't I? Let's not keep the devil waiting. Step aside, Paul.
The fools, they bungled it. Had Earp all set up. And they let him and Bob Paul corner him like a bunch of steers in a slaughter pen.
Who's dead?
Gunner and Kid. Brandon caught one in the shoulder and Steak was buffaloed. No plan is proof against fools.
What are you going to do?
Nothing. You say it was a drunken brawl. Pass the word.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pretty, what do you want? We have two witnesses who claim that you hired them to kill me. You hear me?
Yes, I heard you.
Arrest him, Wyatt.
Don't waste your time. Brandon and Brown will change their stories.
They haven't yet. I intend charging you with conspiracy to commit murder.
Mr. Earp, conspiracy is almost impossible to prove, even if you bring it to trial on your own terms. Now, this is my town. Unless you have more evidence, my advice to you is forget it.
I don't take that advice, Pretty. You picked the wrong man this time.
Good luck.
You got a gun in that drawer?
No.
Too bad. I just like to shoot an unarmed man. Why, Mr. Pretty, that looks like a Derringer. I happen to have one of the same kind. Try your luck. I'll give you plenty of time. I know you're a murderer, but I don't think you want to die a coward.
That sound like a shot to you?
Yeah.
Wyatt.
Hey, did you hear a shot inside?
I know, but I think I heard a door slam.
Mr. Dan Pretty just killed himself.
What? Pretty killed himself. Are you sure?
His own gun is still in his hand. I got to get the coroner.
Come on, Wyatt. This isn't your case anymore.
Oh, you're right. With Pretty out of it. Does seem funny, though, doesn't it?
Well, it's not funny at all. If every man deserved to die, he did.
I can't understand why Pretty would want to kill himself. He knew it wasn't likely for me to get any more evidence than I already had, no matter how hard I tried.
Maybe he had a bad conscience, Wyatt.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
That ain't no way to talk, honey. I just want to buy you a little drink. Now start, you fool.
Help! Please! Help! No, please!
Don't get up. You work at the Alhambra?
Yes, they hired me to be a cashier, but I'm not going in there. Not ever.
All right, you wait outside here.
Pick him up, Willie. I'm sorry about this, Marshal. I warned everybody to keep the customers away from her. It won't happen again, Miss Silver.
Please, I don't want to work for him.
All right. If this happens again, you're closed.
Well, the kid's just scared. She promised to stay at least a month.
You heard her, Mr. Hanson. She doesn't want to work for you anymore. I'll take you over to Nellie Cashman's.
Oh. Help Miss Nellie steal my best cashier, huh?
Don't press your luck. You may have to buy some new teeth.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Critics of Marshal Wyatt Earp often remarked that he was implacable when he faced bad men, but much too soft and trusting when it came to women. Alas, the saga of a young lady known as Silver Dollar presented a mystery which numerous men before Wyatt had failed to solve. Was Silver Dollar an innocent child adrift in Tombstone, or was she a calculating and dangerous little hussy?
That was awful brave. I'm scared of Mr. Henson. I guess I'm scared of everybody.
How old are you?
20. Almost.
What's your name?
They call me Silver Dollar.
That's a strange name. What are you doing here in Tombstone?
Oh, it sounded interesting. And they told me in Kansas City there were plenty of jobs here.
They did, huh?
What's your name?
Wyatt Earp?
Are you an experienced officer?
Somewhat, yes.
That man who was bothering me has friends. What if they had tried to shoot you?
I usually manage to talk him out of it.
Is that a very practical attitude? You could be severely injured, Mr. Earp.
Now, don't you worry about me. It's my job to worry about you.
Really? No one's ever worried about me in my whole life before.
Well, everything's all right, I guess. Anyway, I put her to work helping Mr. Perkins in the office. Marshal Earp wants to know what I think of his charge, huh?
Oh. All right, yes.
Well, Silver Dollar's not much of a name to go on. Well, she's probably a runaway from someplace back east.
She wouldn't even talk to you?
Not yet.
Well, she seems like a very nice girl.
Mm-hmm. Let's hope so. But, Wyatt, I wouldn't do too much vouching for her, not yet. She's out of the Alhambra, and that's enough for now, isn't it?
Of course it is. Thank you very much, Miss Nell.
Excuse me.
Oh, he's all yours, Silver. I'll see you later, Wyatt.
She's awful sweet.
She's the best we got. Well, I better get back to work.
Wait. Won't we be seeing each other sometime?
Miss Silver, I live right here at the hotel, and I am not blind. I'll see you.
Where's Wyatt?
He's there, I reckon.
Busy. He's busy rescuing an innocent, odd-looking girl from the cashier's cage at the Alhambra. Little lady known as Silver Dollar.
You talking about that new one with the eyes like a heifer calf?
Precisely.
Oh. This could be love at first sight, Doc.
I don't know what it is, but I do know it means trouble.
Yeah.
He already beat up a cattleman and threatened to knock out Dave Henson's teeth. That girl's a big asset to Dave. She's so innocent looking that all the customers want to marry her.
Dad blasted. You know what she's done? She's done caught Wyatt on the first bounce from Miss Nellie.
Oh, you don't approve?
No, I don't approve at all. Me or Roscoe, either one don't approve.
Shotgun, Doc? I want to send a telegram. Pinkerton Detectives, Kansas City. It's about a girl that calls herself Silver Dollar. Tell them to get this off as soon as possible.
I sure will. Well, Doc, we was wrong. It ain't love.
Now, can't I ever help a runaway girl without somebody accusing me of falling in love with her?
Well,
Miss Silver's run away from something or somebody. Now, we might be able to help her out.
sounds reasonable.
I'll have another talk with her tonight.
I can read the headlines in the Nugget right now. Wyatt Earp shot while chatting with pretty female. Not a bad way to go, Wyatt.
Excuse me, which is Mr. Henson? Excuse me, Mr. Henson?
Yeah, what is it?
My name's Rafe Collins, and I'm looking for a young lady who goes by the name of Silver Dollar.
Why?
Well, it's a personal matter.
Well, I never heard of any girl with a nickname like that round here. Town isn't big. Look around.
Thanks, I will. Forgive me for using your time.
Yeah. Send Charlie to the Cashman Hotel. Have him get word to Silver Dollar. There's a young fellow from the country named Collins looking for her.
What are you doing here?
Oh, we're out for a constitutional.
I mean, this night air, it's too healthy for you. All right, you talk.
Well, Doc says that Henson says that there girl packs a 41 Derringer.
Well, that's nonsense. She doesn't know a Derringer from a horse pistol. She's just a poor, distracted kid. Why, she even thinks she'd be happy married to me. Can you remember how this happened?
When I opened the door, he was already here. He grabbed me. I pushed him away and got the gun from that drawer. He reached for me again, and I shot him.
He's not hurt too bad, Wyatt.
No. Take him down to the parlor. Send for Dr. Goodfellow.
What happened? It's that young farmer. Is he dead?
No, Miss, no, he's not hit bad.
Oh, do you know who did it? Silver, he told me that you were engaged to marry him. Why did you do this?
To protect myself, that's why.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe that.
No, Miss Nellie, don't be hasty.
Get out of here. Both of you. Believe me or call me a liar. But just get out. Get out!
Wyatt, I think you better listen to what that young man has to say.
I gave her $1,500 to pay off her debts and buy clothes for the wedding. And then she up and ran out on me.
What happened tonight?
Well, I waited for her here at the hotel. Then I followed her upstairs. All I wanted was to ask her to marry me like she promised.
In spite of the fact that she ran out on you once?
Oh, yes, sir. I loved her.
Were you rough on her?
Oh, no, sir. She asked me to leave, and when I wanted to argue, she just up and shot me.
Here's a splendid rib. Talk to him tomorrow, will you?
Right.
Just a busted rib, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We'll arrest her for you, Wyatt.
No, I'll arrest her. You go tell Mr. Henson. He'll probably want to put up bail.
Who is it?
Marshal.
Just a minute, please. You going to arrest me?
Well, don't you think you ought to be arrested?
Oh. Not if Rafe wasn't hurt awfully bad. Candy?
What if he'd have been killed?
Will I have to stand trial, too?
Of course. Assault with a deadly weapon, at least.
I don't suppose you'd run off with me to Denver.
No. Put on your coat.
That's a silly waste of time. No jury's going to convict me. Besides, it's a measly $1,500.
Don't you know there's a law against stealing money?
I didn't steal it. Rafe gave it to me. A lot of men have given me money.
And you don't see anything wrong in that?
Why should I? Men have a lot more money than girls do. And if they want to give me some of it, what's wrong with that?
They're not giving. They're buying you.
Buying me? Nobody does that. Oh, they may think so. I can't stop them from thinking. When this is all over, don't you want to marry me?
Miss Silver, I might want to, but I wouldn't.
Why not?
Well, I'm too cautious.
All right. We're not even friendly. You can arrest me this time. But next time, I'll have to shoot you.
Why don't you do that? Let's go on to the jail.
When you found Mr. Collins in your room, Miss Silver, what happened next?
Do I have to tell that?
You're testifying in your own defense, Miss Silver. The court must advise you to answer.
Well, Rafe grabbed me. And he wouldn't let loose. I broke away from him and back towards the bureau where I kept my gun. And then...
Proceed, Miss Silver.
He kept after me. I told him to leave or I'd shoot. He reached out to grab me and he said... Well, he said some terrible things. The next thing I knew, he was lying on the floor. And I had the gun in my
Are there any further questions?
Your Honor?
Yes, Mr. Foreman.
We've heard enough. We vote unanimously. Not guilty.
Case dismissed.
Wonderful. Happy for you. Fine.
You might as well go ahead and make your move, Doc. I ain't taking my eyes off of you.
Any answer from the Pinkertons?
No, sir, nary a thing. I just come from the telegraph office.
Did Silver get a gun back?
Yeah. Judge Spicer released it to her. I took her cartridges, though.
She can buy more.
Yeah, I know it. I'm going over to Spangenberg's gun shop pretty soon.
Don't waste your time, Wyatt. That woman is a man killer.
I'm afraid she is. She said that she was going to shoot me if I tried to arrest her again.
Oh, she wouldn't do nothing like that.
Well, I'm not going to take the chance. She went back to work at the Alhambra. Henson doubled her wages.
That won't be enough. Takes a lot of gold to take the tarnish off a silver dollar. If she starts any trouble, Gibbs and I will arrest her.
No. I've got to find out. There's a box of 41 dummies here someplace.
Right here in this drawer.
Can you trust Spangenberg to sell her the blank cartridges?
Well, I can trust him, but I don't know if Silver's going to fall for it. You tell the telegraph agent to repeat that query to the Pinkertons. Tell them that a prompt reply is urgent.
Yes, sir. What do you think, Doc?
I think that Deacon Earp is a lot closer to his grave than he's willing to admit.
That girl took my wallet. I had it right here. And after I danced with her and had a few drinks, it was gone.
You accusing Silver Dollar?
Yes, I am.
You hear that, boys? He says Silver stole his wallet. All right, Willie. Hold it.
Oh, wait. What's your name?
Clark.
What seems to be the trouble?
A girl stole my wallet. I had close to $5,000 in it.
Silver dollar? Here.
Where's her room?
None of your business, Earp.
I warned you once before. Now, let's go take a look at her room. Look in those drawers.
You can't do it, Earp. You have no right to make a search.
Mr. Clark? Is this yours?
Yes, sir. It sure is, Marshal.
Well, this don't prove nothing. You just saw at her because she wouldn't marry you. Maybe you're even trying to frame her.
You keep on talking, you're going to lose some teeth yet. Count the money.
What are you doing here? This is my room.
You stole this man's money.
That? I never saw it before.
Earp planted it here, honey.
You two gentlemen leave. I'd like to talk to Miss Silver alone.
What's the idea?
I just want to give you another chance to tell the truth.
I don't need another chance. I'm doing all right.
Don't you realize that stealing that much money is a felony? That you could go to jail for a long time?
You have to arrest me first. Remember what I told you?
Yeah? You said you'd shoot me.
Get out.
No.
I'll count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I wouldn't have believed it. Up until now.
The world's full of men.
Am I to understand, Mr. Clark, that you gave the wallet to Miss Silver?
Yes, sir. That's right.
What do you say, Marshal?
Well, that still doesn't change the fact that she tried to shoot me with that Derringer.
Miss Silver?
The gun was loaded with dummy shells. I bought them from Mr. Spangenberg, and I think Mr. Earp told him to sell them to me. So you see, it was just one big joke.
Marshal, did you plant those cartridges?
Yes, sir.
Then she can't be accused of assaulting you with a deadly weapon. Mr. Clark, you and Miss Silver may go.
Thank you, Judge.
Allow me, my dear.
Well, of course he changed his story. But if the Derringer had live bullets in it, you might have been killed.
Yes, sir.
And you can bet to the next time she'll use real cartridges.
I don't know what to do. I can't run, and I sure can't have a shootout with a girl.
Just can't understand how a sweet little thing like that could... Marshal, I'm going to issue an order to you and your deputies. Now, you stay away from Miss Silver and keep alive. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You grab Sonny Boy, and I'll take Silver Dollar. We'll cut through the alley.
You'll feel better when you've made up your mind.
Oh, will I?
Yeah. Take it up now. Say you'll marry me.
I've always dreamed of living in Denver or San Francisco.
Good places to visit, hon, but San Antonio's right lively. What is this?
Turn me loose.
Carrying a concealed weapon. How naughty of you. I'm surprised, Silver Dollar. Real live cartridges, too.
This is outrageous. I'll vouch for her.
Vouching for her won't be enough, Sonny. You'll have to get a lawyer.
I'll get one. The best in town.
Oh, good evening, Miss Silver.
We nailed her, Wyatt. She was carrying this.
A $50 fine, isn't it?
Sorry, Miss Silver, but it won't be quite that easy. You're wanted in Missouri, armed robbery, a Casey gang.
No jury is going to convict me. You found that out once.
Lock her up, Mr. Gibbs.
You're just wasting a lot of time. Mr. Jack Ramey and his lawyer will have me out in 5 minutes.
Come along, miss.
You know, I think I'll marry Jack. He's a nice, rich boy.
Armed robbery. The Pinkertons haven't done justice to our girl. It's a horrible photo. And what's this? Silver Dollar's real name is Bridget Casey?
The lawyer's coming. Where's Miss Silver?
She's in a cell, being held on a Pinkerton charge of armed robbery.
Well, that's a filthy lie. You're not going to torment her. I know what happened. I'll wait for her.
By gad, I'm afraid he will.
Maybe she'll change, Doc.
Oh, that does it. I'm going over to the birdcage, where I can get away from all the fool men in this world.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be
Doc, give me a hand. Hold this. Doc. Doc, wake up.
Howdy, Wyatt.
How much have you had to drink?
Should be emptier than that.
Wyatt, take a look here. 5,000 in government bonds. Count them.
Take your word for it.
These are from the robbery. I want Holliday arrested.
If you charge him, I'll have to arrest him.
Did I hear him say something about a robbery? What is this?
Not here. Come on, Doc, we'll go over to my office.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wyatt had been warned so often about his friendship with Doc Holliday that the warnings merely bored him or increased his loyalty to Doc. But when the Wells Fargo office in Tombstone was robbed of $40,000 and witnesses identified Holliday as one of the robbers, Wyatt's already difficult position in Tombstone became more impossible.
Come on, Doc, let's take a little walk. That's a boy. You want to sit down?
Drink some more of this.
No.
Doc? Doc, try to understand what I'm going to say. Two men blew the Wells Fargo safe. They got away with $40,000.
$40,000. Boy, Wells Fargo must be weeping big brass tears.
This isn't funny. You're identified as one of the robbers.
I was identified.
Witnesses said they seen you.
How much did I get?
Well, we found 5 $1,000 government bonds in your saddlebag.
No, it couldn't have been me. Now, if there were two robbers and I were one of them, I'd have gotten at least half of that $40,000. In fact, if I know myself at all, my share would have been more than half of that money.
Doc, this ain't no laughing matter. They're gonna send you up to prison.
Yeah. Right now, I need a drink and some sleep.
Well, he does need the sleep. Come on, take him over to his hotel room.
Let's go to the back way.
Yeah. Cost me $70 to put them clothes together. Yeah. Worth every cent of it.
Putting some Mickey fins in Doc's liquor was smart, too. Why, he'll never know what happened.
No, not until he wakes up. Then he'll get caught with them government bonds.
Well, what's our next move, Ratsy?
Hide the money. Then we go back to Tombstone.
Tombstone? Not me.
You and me. Both of us. I aim to sit right there in court till they send Doc to prison. Huh. I'm gonna laugh right in his face.
You finished playing poker at about 2:30 over in Galeyville and headed back for Tombstone, right?
Yeah. Somebody fixed my drink. I took a nap along the trail. It was almost 5 o'clock before I got into Tombstone.
Well, the robbery took place 10 minutes before. That ruins your poker alibi.
That's right. Looks like I'm a goner.
Who could have framed you? This safe blowing was a good professional job. Used drills and nitroglycerin. Not too many know how to use it.
Yep. I've played cards with a lot of safecrackers, Wyatt. Boy, they sure bet explosively. Everything on 3 aces or a full house.
Look, when you start thinking seriously about this, you're in trouble. Now, if you want me to help you, I need a lead and a good one.
True.
Now, try to think who it was. Somebody who hates you. Somebody who's careful enough to time things out just right. And smart enough to copy your clothes.
Why, I've made so many enemies over a period of time. It'd take me a long, long time to sort them out.
Who is it?
Shotgun. Doc Goodfeller says that it might have been Mickey Fens. But he says you're going to have to send it to Kansas City to get a chemical report.
It'll take 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. Mr. Thacker's all head up. He says you're going to have to keep Doc in jail.
When's Jet Spicer get in?
This evening, I think.
Well, I can keep Doc incommunicado for 24 hours. It's none of Thacker's business where I have him.
And old man Clinton's sitting downstairs in the lobby waiting for you. He's mighty head up, too.
Clinton? What about?
Didn't say. Oh, Doc, Blinky Davis sent that there package to you. Said him and the boys all chipped in. They want you to get the best lawyer in town. Blinky said he'd supply all the witnesses you need.
Blinky Davis, that wonderful conniver. Well, there must be $3,000 here, Wyatt. Every hoodlum in town must have chipped in. A love that passeth all understanding, Wyatt. I need a sharp lawyer and 10 good witnesses who don't care how they perjure themselves.
You can't pull that on Judge Spicer.
Well, they're trying to frame him. You can call me as a character witness.
Thank you, Gibbs.
Now, wait a minute. I'm a marshal and an officer of the court. You can't rig a defense. Doc, I told you before, this is not a funny matter. Now, you could get 20 years.
Take it easy, Wyatt. I'm going to be my own lawyer. Shotgun, return this cash with my thanks.
Well, if you say so, Doc. Wyatt, you better find out why old man Clanton's a raring so. Maybe he knows something.
Maybe he does. You stay here with Doc. Don't let him drink anything. I want him to think about who framed him.
You're not only a John Law. You're a thick-headed, sanctimonious John Law.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, Mr. Clanton.
You know blame well Doc Holliday ain't no thief. Why, he cleaned out the Figaro game and the poker game at Galeyville last night. He had any money on him, he won it honest.
Well, he was framed, Mr. Clanton.
Framed?
That's right. 2 men pulled that job. One of them was dressed like Doc. They spiked his liquor and planted stolen government bonds on him.
Why, that's the lowest down trick I ever heard of. Doc's your friend. You letting them get away with this?
I haven't got any leads yet.
Typical John Law hogwash.
I'm going to get a list of the names of the men that Doc has had trouble with. That may lead us somewhere.
Yeah, you get them names, but don't bother with the killed ones, just the ones that got back on their feet and started hating him.
Why are you so interested in Doc?
Well, there's only 2 people in this town I got any use for, Miss Nellie Cashman and Doc Holliday. And I ain't letting no passel safe-cracking hoodlums frame Doc.
Doc has got more friends than he thought he had.
You send me them names, and then keep out of my way. Go sit in the shade and polish that tin star. I'll do some real police work. Get out!
Now, what do you got to be humming about?
This affair amuses me, Mr. Gibbs.
A term in prison makes you smile, does it?
Yep. Do you know the meaning of the word irony, Gibbs?
Nope.
Well, when a man escapes punishment for what he did and gets punished for what he didn't, that's irony.
Idea fidgets me.
My sense of irony has not been entirely satisfied. The jury should vote to hang me.
Hush up talking that way, will you, Doc?
Hanging would be my artistic end. Probably what I deserve. But instead, I guess they'll just let me sit out the rest of my days in a prison cell. Anticlimax is the word for that, Gibbs. Ah, well, what a day I'll have in court. I'm going to be my own lawyer.
Why'd you talk to him? You just don't seem to care no more.
Wyatt, do you think that old man Clanton framed me?
No, he wants to help you.
That's incredible. First Blinky Davis, and now old man Clanton wants to help me. The reward of a misspent life.
Change your tune, Doc. You're a friend of mine. What happens to you, I'm serious about.
All right. You name the tune.
You sit down. Make out that list of all the men that you've tangled with.
The dead ones, too?
No, just the survivors. Now, think hard. I want the time, places, names, everything you can think of.
Look, we're here as cattle buyers. We check our guns and keep out of trouble.
Two over here, bartender.
Right away. Let's see if there are any more. Yes. There's a bank robber by the name of Ratsy Melbourne. He's kind of doubtful.
Doubtful?
Mm-hmm. I shot at him in Van Horn, Texas, about 4 or 5 years ago.
Well, why doubtful?
Well, I think he died. There wasn't time to make sure.
Write him down. I'll take you on over to the jail. I don't want Thacker complaining.
What are you going to do with this list?
I sent a copy of it to Clanton. He'll know most of these hoodlums and where they are now. Come on.
That's what I said. You know what I'm talking about. And you owe me $30.
Are you calling me a liar?
You're a liar and a horse thief.
We were just standing talking, having a drink, and he got in an argument because I just asked him for some money he owed me. He drew first, Marshal. Honest, he did. It was self-defense. That's what it was.
My friend, do you know old man Clanton?
I ought to. I work for him.
Well, you tell Clanton that Ratsy Melbourne is in town. Also tell him that the message comes from Dr. John H. Holliday.
For $20, I'll raise plenty of dust.
The other one died. Yeah, I thought I told you to wait in the jail.
You did? But I met an old acquaintance.
Come on. Let's go.
Evening, Wyatt.
Howdy, Judge.
Looks like you had an explosion at the Wells Fargo office.
Yes, sir, we did. I'd like to talk to you about it.
All right. Supper can wait.
Wyatt, your friendship with Doc Holliday has been the one mistake of your career. Your friends have been worried about it for a long time. I know what you're going to say, and loyalty is an admirable trait.
Well, Doc has been loyal to me. He saved my life in Dodge. Look, Judge, I'm going to ask you one simple favor. The continuance of the case for a few weeks. It's going to take time to trace Doc's enemies.
I can't give it to you. For your own sake.
Well, I don't care what people say. Let them talk.
Well, I do. Now, this is a hoodlum town. And there are only a handful of decent people on our side. And if we give them the idea that the law is granting favors to Doc Holliday, we'll lose even the support of them. Doc Holliday goes on trial tomorrow. I took an oath to serve the law.
Yes, sir, so did I. There's one other thing. We've got Doc under guard in his hotel room. You know, he's a very sick man.
Well, the court will stretch a point there. He could get out on bail anyway.
Thank you, sir.
But warn him not to try any tricks.
Tricks?
Cook up evidence, phony alibis, hoodlum testimony.
Judge, the hoodlums gave Doc $3,000 to hire a lawyer and provided him with alibi witnesses. He gave the money back.
Huh? That's a surprise, I must say.
Well, Doc is a very strange man. He's lived with death for a long time. He's the one absolutely fearless character I know. I think he wants to be convicted.
Why?
His last grim joke on the law, die in prison with his boots off, chuckling.
I reckon you boys know the job we got to do. Ratsy Melbourne framed Doc Holliday, and I aim to catch up with Ratsy and make him tell the truth. Wyatt Earp couldn't do that in 100 years. Takes the Clantons, by Joe, to see that justice is done. We're going to Tombstone.
Doc?
One moment. Now, sir?
I just talked to Judge Spicer. You go on trial in the morning.
All right. Your move.
Wait a minute. Now, Spicer isn't going to be prejudiced, but he's going to be tough. That jury's going to be loaded with prominent citizens.
Naturally.
Then you hire a lawyer and keep your own mouth shut.
I appreciate your advice, sir, but the answer is no.
How you gonna get them folks all riled up?
I wouldn't miss this for anything in the world. Too bad I can't win. It's your move.
You know, this is really living, Hoss. Yes, sir. About 2 hours, we'll be sitting at Doc's trial.
You know, I bet Doc gets 20 years.
Yeah, well, 10 years will be enough. He can't live that long in prison. See who that is.
Who is it?
N.H. Clanton, open up.
It's old man Clanton.
Let him in. What's the idea?
You low-down, wicked scum.
What'd I do to you?
Framing Doc Holliday, you ought to be killed right here.
Of all of You're a good one to be lecturing me, you cattle-rustling old buzzard.
Take him. I never framed nobody in my whole life. It takes a mean criminal type like you, Ratsy, to even think of such a skunky trick.
Who says I framed Doc?
I say it. And before we're finished, you'll say it. Right out in court.
You think so?
Take him out the back way. Livery stable's more private. If I was you, Ratsy, I'd talk.
You ain't me.
All right, swing him.
Let's go.
That's high enough.
You can't get away with this. There's some law in Tombstone.
Oh, sure. A buttonhead named Wyatt Earp's over at the courthouse now, trying to hang Doc Holliday for what you fellas done. Ratsy?
I hear you.
Time we get through with you.
You can't torture us into confessing. It ain't legal.
Legal? I ain't legal. That's how come I can do better police work than Wyatt Earp.
You're bluffing.
Bluffing? Well, now, I ain't dressed a hog since, could be 5, 6 years' work. Might be a bit rusty, but anyhow, lower him down to hog dressing height. That's good, that's good. Now, let's...
No, I give up. Rat's screamed the whole thing.
All right, boys, let the horse down. We'll start on Ratsy.
The prosecution will show that the defendant, Dr. John H. Holliday, was seen leaving the Wells Fargo Express office by reputable witnesses. Further, we will show that when the defendant was arrested, he had 5 $1,000 government bonds in his saddlebag. Now, Your Honor, the serial numbers on these bonds prove that they were among those taken from the Wells Fargo shipment. And finally, we will show that the defendant could not account for his whereabouts both before and after the robbery. Thank you.
Dr. Holliday?
Yes, sir.
You are appearing as your own counsel. Do you have an opening statement?
I most certainly do. I move the court declare a mistrial.
On what grounds, sir?
The law provides that a man charged with a crime be tried by a jury of his peers.
That is correct.
Are these men my peers? I know each and every one of them. And I say this to the court, that they are swine, incapable of weighing the law or the evidence. In fact, Your Honor, I doubt if half this jury could weigh 10 pounds of hominy grits without tampering with the scale.
That will do, sir. Your opinion of the jury is irrelevant and immaterial, Dr. Holliday. You have failed to challenge one veneerman.
All donkeys look alike to me, Your Honor. And speaking of donkeys, I should like to refresh the court's memory of what Peter the Great said about lawyers.
The court is not interested.
The judge is supposed to be a lawyer, and he should be interested.
That's enough. Any further disturbance, and I will clear the court.
When Peter the Great was visiting London, he said, "I have but 2 lawyers in my kingdom. I mean to hang one of them when I get home."
You want him to hang you?
The court will tolerate no more remarks from this defendant. An opening statement is to be confined to what the defendant believes he can prove. Now, is there anything you can prove in your own defense, sir?
Yes, sir. I was framed, and I expect to prove it.
Well, do you have any reputable witnesses to support your claim?
I'll take their word against any witnesses for the prosecution.
Indeed, sir.
Your Honor, my defense depends upon the testimony of hoodlums. I wouldn't have it otherwise. A good, honest hoodlum is the noblest work of the devil. His lesser creations turn into judges and juries.
Marshal Earp, clear the court. Dr. Holliday, the jury has found you guilty of grand theft. There has been no recommendation for mercy. However, the court is willing to hear medical testimony as to your physical condition, if you choose to present it.
My physical condition is excellent, and my spiritual condition is better than any legal blatherskite in this country, including you, sir.
Very well. I shall pronounce sentence. What's the meaning of this?
Will you hush up? I brung you the two varmints what robbed Wells Fargo and framed Doc Holliday. Swear 'em in. They'll tell the truth.
Mr. Clanton, have these men been under any duress?
Duress? What's that?
Have they been manhandled or threatened?
Why?
How about it, Ratsy?
No, sir. We're confessing of our own free will. But you got to keep him away from us until we're safe in prison.
Mr. Earp, remove the prisoners.
Yes.
Well, Doc, you had horseshoes in both your pockets. I couldn't help you. It was only by the slimmest chance that Clanton could. Now, one of these fine days, one of your hoodlum friends turned enemy is going to kill you.
Please, Deacon, no sermon. Like I said before, not while I'm enjoying myself.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমার মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি একটু উল্টা হলো কেন? আপনি কি একটু উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার, ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে। ম্যাডাম, আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
bây giờ. Anh bốc lửa từ đó đến giờ anh hay vậy. Anh hay yêu điên mà chịu trốn. Cung à, cung xanh à, đai máu, đai máu, đai máu, đai máu, đai máu. Đây đây. Không ra thì buồn lắm rồi, buồn lắm em ơi, biết trách ơi là đâu lên được rồi. Ôi, 18 mẫu 2 sao nữa. Thiếu tận 68 tiền cơ. Mới có 53 tiền. Dạ đủ. Vay nữa không thầy? Vay như hack rồi. Vay khác thì hack đâu. Vay app verify được mà. Asma chi nhất Lava Dragon. Cái cục lava phế mà. Thầy khỏe hơn. Vừa nãy đánh oan nó còn chết cơ. Thằng thì top 1. Bạn thế cao thằng top 1 vậy. Thắng top 1 này. Thế sao thắng được thằng top 1 rồi? Phải thắng không vậy? Bắn nhá. Nhanh ghét. Thắng đi. Chưa thắng rồi, gần thắng. Khiếp, phải bắn toàn để chiêu bắn được mà. Đéo có đam. What the hell, 5 phép. Chiều rồi. Toàn 5 phép ạ. Ra gì à? Ra sẽ khó đáp phủ làm mao đấy. Cầu nguyện đi. Thằng cũng không may nghỉ mà. Nhớ hôm nay chắc quan rồi. Là bạn cũng đừng gọi. Thằng yên rồi. Mày máu sống không vậy? Sống phải ra gì đi. Đéo ra gì thua đấy. Mày đánh thằng rừng đâu. Đánh liệt sĩ vậy. Liệt sĩ của tao vậy. Hay rồi, hay. Xếp mấy nữa là hay. Đấy ơi, mày. Nếu được rồi, không hay. Không thua. Không thắng.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক রূপ।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে।
বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ। Dương ơi, ra xem quanh người. Trong người đá gì này. Nhớ hiểu. Chỉ có phút đi thôi. Lúa cái đéo gì? Ui. À, chị ba kìa. Nghỉ đi em, anh chưa nghỉ được lâu. Rồi. Nhá đi, nhá đi. Nhá đi broccoli. À, cảnh vẽ đấu sĩ thật sự một bản luôn. Hắc ám. Đúng không? Nhá đi, sao cả. Trận đấu ấy, bài trận đấu. Xong rồi đấu ạ. Đây đây. 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 Đây này, đây này, đây. Đây này. Hết rồi. Đây này. Đây. Đây. Chất lỡ đéo gì? Vân à? Có số ca sự binh binh như thế nhỉ? Số cái. Thay cho Roblox quay được rồi. Trong game này cây token dùng như Roblox quay. Không có game này thôi. Nhưng mà đắt điên, mấy đồ gọi là đắt điên tại vì mình kiếm được tiền này. Mình kiếm được. Bởi vì hồi máu với bố. Đấy. Rồi ơi, đấm con CV2 đi lợn. Trời ơi, quý. Tuấn silent cheat mình rồi. Bố xong đấu à? Bố xong đấu à? Xong. Để giữ đi để mình con này trước này. Được vui ơi. Ok. Anh đi dàn cá đến xong. Lên nhỉ? Để không là đéo gì ăn. Quan. Tối ăn xử lần ít đấy. Lúc chưa ngồi bóc cả một túi lạc vào cho anh bóng lỗ một tí. Các cái răng một đống lên. Tiếp bạn khỏe đấy. Bạn khỏe đét mà. Vui rồi. Bao nhiêu tiếng rồi? Anh chắc là hơn 20, tầm 25 gì đấy. Quỷ đấy. 2 ngày. 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 Ê, đéo dồn được cái đéo này này. Công không? Không đi. Đắp đầu tanh đi. Rồi xong. Mình. Con này là bút chòi đồng đấy, bút to đấy. To điết mà. Điên, to điên. Buồn lắm em ơi. Ai bây giờ anh vào xem kêu quên livestream nhưng mà xem livestream xong bị lag mà lag quá anh đéo xem. Lag cái OBS gì và OBS đéo hiện cái xem trước lên kệ thì kia xem lại xong. Tướng 2 vàng 2 sao à? Đéo được. Còn kia này, ở kia này. Còn kia này. Đấy kiếm quyền lắc 2. Còn không. Đéo buồn. Đúng rồi, đột tay nó lắp đồ đánh của bố. Xin tính xong. quay ba lô rồi, quay được 7 phút nữa để qua đi nha. Broccoli. Yes. Sao lại chết mình thế rồi? Ác quỷ phi phai, sống dai thành huyền thoại. Chi chi buộc núp. Ngu nhọt à? Chết thằng này. Cái này vứt hàng đi. Rồi, ngon. Chết thằng này. Cha tan nhít. Đây à? Vào đây đi. Được. Đến không? Ủa đến luôn mở. Nguyên sàn à? Này, cái quanh cái đá này phải hỗ trợ nguyên sàn đấy. Chôn lúa. Đầu ca. Ơi. 5 phút nữa, làm có thể gục nót. Thì quật rồi, đây rồi. 5 đồng nữa làm qua đồng 30. 5 đồng nữa mà vẫn có 18 đồng một chút. Ghép pet không? À rồi, mảnh đét. Xong đấu dài hơi mở. Ở đây đi. 2 đồng, 1 bạc. 7k game mở. Xếp bài cực quý này, xếp bài tam giác. Tam giác là tác sang tác là thành sắc Thank you everybody, welcome to Sipadi. Mesa tổng đăng ký Mesa mình đã rồi, mình đã đánh lắp full đồ rồi. Sorry nhé, đi xin là ngon. Một tổ đi xin này, một tổ đi xin, một tổ bên nó xong. Ta đi xin nó không? 2% ta đi xin nó không? Nhảy lên xin cho chung bố. Áo trên có đi bia Soraka Vienna chân mình quan tâm rồi lắp đây cũng được mà. Rồi lắp đây đi. Ở trên này thân đây đi. Rồi mua vé số tông cả ký 120 xịt phẩm bên lý hàng giờ hút không thể cúc cái này nhảy cái này kia có tay ra ở trong 3k đánh sơ broccoli 5700 007 không à bị giật máy view bị giật biết đánh đéo này đéo sao đánh bên nhà